Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Fresh Friday. I'm excited to show you a really interesting recipe today. And if you noticed at 11, our post is a little bit different. We're not featuring just one farmer. The produce that I got today is local, and I'll tell you about it when we get into it. But I'm going to talk to you about what is the freshest produce that we can get right now. So even though it is a dreary January and Kentucky weather can be a little bit fickle where, it's sunny and 48 one day and then we have a snowstorm the next. So you would think there's not much produce, but there actually is quite a lot. So a lot of farmers in Kentucky have high tunnels and can produce an array of beautiful produce so that your plate doesn't have to be as dreary as the month is. So some things you can get are some leafy greens, you can get onions, winter squash, sweet potatoes, and that's just to name a few. So check our post at 11 to see more about that. But I'm excited. Today we're going to be making a smashed chickpea and avocado sandwich. This resembles chicken salad, so it's just kind of a vegetarian, vegan version of that. It is really delicious. It's on local bread, and we have a purple potato french fry on the side that has an herby tahini sauce to dip in. I'm really excited. This is going to be so delicious. I know it's a little ambitious for some of you, but if you give it a try, I promise you'll love it. So let's get into it.
We're going to start with our purple potatoes from Casey County. These got a nice scrub, and now we're going to break this down into a square that is manageable to where I won't cut myself. And you want your fries to be about the same size, so do as I say, not as I do. Not all of mine are exactly correct, but they're going to cook pretty well anyway, so don't worry about it. After that is good, in a bowl we are going to add some cornstarch and some salt. And I'm going to put this in a plastic bag so we can shake it around, and I'll add a neutral oil. I used avocado oil. Give this a nice mix around, put it on a parchment lined baking sheet, and you're going to bake this in the oven at 425 for about 15 to 20 minutes. While those bake, we are going to get together our herby tahini sauce. So in our food processor, we're going to add in our salt, add in a little bit of garlic powder, and then add in some fresh squeezed lemon juice. This was about 2 tablespoons. Once that is added in, we are going to add in our fresh herbs. So I have some basil, and then we're going to add in some fresh parsley, and then finally our tahini. This was well mixed before adding it into our measuring. Then you're going to mix it, and it's going to form a paste, as I can see. Then you're going to add in a steady stream of water until you get a dippable consistency. I made sure to give this a taste before finishing it, and it was good to go. Moving on to the smashed avocado and chickpea sandwich. So I have a can of garbanzo beans, or chickpeas as they're called, and I gave these a nice rinse and a drain. I added those to a bowl with 1 ripe avocado, and I gave this a good mix and mash with the back of a fork. I left some of my chickpeas whole for more of a bigger bite in my sandwich, but that is completely up to you. Once you get that mashed to the consistency that you're looking for, I added in a big pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper. I also added in some red pepper flakes just because I really like mine to have a bit of a kick to it. I added in the juice of 1 lime. Gave it a really nice mix, and then added in some fresh cilantro and just a little bit of green onion. This got another nice mix, and it was ready to go. Finally, to assemble our sandwich, so I have some bread here from Sunrise Bakery in Lexington, and I sliced this up, added a little bit of garlic aioli because I felt that the flavors would complement well, and then topped it with our chickpea avocado salad and some kohlrabi microgreens from Everray Gardens. These are the most beautiful microgreens I've seen and are extremely delicious. I then added our purple potato fries and our herby tahini dressing, and all of this combined very nicely. I hope you guys give this recipe a try, and if you haven't yet, join our local food challenge. I would love to see what you all are cooking up with local produce these days, and be entered to win $25 towards a CSA or farm store of your choice. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week.